You look good, Ted.
And so do you. Everybody looks sharp. Hope we all have our cocktail. We are probably live as we speak. I just can't see you right at this moment, but I will in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Hey, welcome back to the TED Show. Yes, we're live. We're recording. I'm really humbled and excited to talk about this topic, this initiative, with none other than the one and only Alli MacCarroll and James, a new friend, James Simmons. We're going to talk about Feed the ER, Central Florida, and I just want to make sure that it is up and running before we all get going. This is the one little glitch that I can't figure. I need a producer, Alli. I desperately need a producer.
Well, it's up and running. I see the video feed right now.
Oh, yay. So we're there. We're perfect. Yep. Okay. So those of you who don't know Alli, I'm going to let you guys do your own introduction. So we'll start with the lady. Give them a little bit of background on you, Alli, what you do, and then we'll go up to James and dive right into Feed the ER.
Okay. Well, hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Thank you, Ted, for allowing us to be on your platform and share our wonderful mission. I'm Alli with Alli Mac Consulting. I have a digital media company. I've been in the legal field for 12 years, started my business 3 years ago, and I serve my attorneys, my doctors, the legal field with digital marketing. I am happy to be working alongside with attorney James Simmons on this cause for Feed the ER, and really excited. So I'm all about the Facebook pages, the posts, the comments, the videos, and just getting the word out to every outlet, every platform that we have. So I'm really excited to be a part of this, and also excited to be sharing this with you right now.
Awesome. Well, welcome back, Alli. All right, James is new to the TED Show. So nice to meet you, James. Tell us a little bit about you.
So my name is James Simmons. I'm a personal injury attorney in town. The group is called the Simmons Law Group. Just a little bit about myself. About 2 weeks ago, I got a phone call from a colleague out in Tampa, and she started this movement called Feed the ER. It started out with her just wanting to provide some pizzas to a local hospital because her sister was a nurse there. And she was having some difficulties with one of the bigger chains. They were kind of wary about dropping off at the ER. And so she said, you know what, forget this. Let me reach out to a couple of local businesses. And she got a local pizzeria that was jumping at the opportunity because obviously they're hurting right now too. Yeah. And so she came to me with the idea and said, hey, look, can you move this to Central Florida? Unbeknownst to her, we were going through a bit of a personal grieving process. My wife's uncle passed 2 weeks ago from COVID-19.
Oh, sorry.
And so basically, as she's talking to me about Feed the ER, I just told her, I said, you know what, this is something great, but let me call you back. And I talked to my wife and I said, look, your uncle was a pillar in New Orleans as someone who remodeled homes after Katrina, did a lot of construction work there, built himself a niche there. And it's not only the family that lost him, but also the community. And I think that this is an opportunity for us to honor his legacy by bringing this to Central Florida, connecting some local businesses with ERs. If us as business owners can connect, create some sponsorships, pay for these meals, we spread the love, we spread the support, but also, and not to be cheesy, but also keeping food on those local business owners' tables too.
Mm-hmm. It's so you're covering so much that all of us are trying to figure out how to do. We all want to help the people on the front lines. I'm doing a lot of shows for the restaurants, especially that are just trying to figure out creative ways to stay afloat. And you're bringing the community together. I mean, I think that the initiative couldn't be any more timely and certainly hit so many people in such a positive way. So when Alli came to me with it, I'm like, well, of course, absolutely. Anything Alli wants, right? We both know you can't say no to Alli anyway, even if you wanted to. But on something like this, I mean, it's just such a beautiful thing. And it's helping everybody involved, the workers at the restaurants, the workers on the front line, the people who are dealing with it and seeing things all day long. I love this concept so much. So how do people get involved, Alli? Like, let's say you've got a restaurant that says, oh my God, I want to participate. What do people do to get involved?
Well, if they want to get involved, they should reach out. They should be a restaurant or a food truck vendor. They should send us an email at donate@feedtheer.org. And then one of us will reach out to them and give them all the logistics and all that. If for donations as well, if anybody wants to also help out, I know that it's tough times right now. Everybody's kind of pinching pennies and all, but even $5, $10, something can help feed these amazing people that continue to give their lives, put their lives on the line for all of us. And you never know at what point we're going to be hit hard too, like James was with his wife's uncle. So one of our family members could also be faced with the situation, and we just want to make sure the men and women in the front line, they're being taken care of too. And we, as a community, we would love to support them. So if anybody wants to also donate, they can go to our GoFundMe page. But actually they can reach us up on the website as feedtheer.org. And then there's a button there for our GoFundMe page. You can find us on Facebook also, and please feel free to join our page, and we're going to give updates. Today was our first day the first day at one of the hospitals, and it was very, very, very moving, very touching, and we look forward to continuing on this movement.
What was I love this, me, Alli. What was the response, James, when you first started to kind of put it out there and bring it together? Obviously, you come from a very unique position right now. You have a family member. I mean, not unique to me because I don't have one, but a lot of people have been touched by it. But when you start to share it, because obviously you both have big databases, big spheres, you begin to share it. What kind of response did you get?
I'd like to say surprisingly, but I know with a lot of the folks that I work with, they're really genuine, good folks. So I guess it wasn't surprisingly, but I started making phone calls on Monday. Immediately after I got the phone call from my colleague in Tampa. And every person I've talked to that wanted to get involved, they either wanted to jump in feet first as a corporate sponsor and ask me how much they can put down on it, or even volunteering staff members. We have a corporate sponsor, Wellspring Health, who he said, look, my marketing team, they can't go out to market to different, businesses to bring in work. And so she's just sitting around, and I don't want to send her home, if she can, keep making a salary. So how about I just devote her to the scheduling processes, to helping Alli with some of the postings and stuff like that. And he said, she's 24/7, whatever if you need her to help with the setup of the Facebook pages. My web designer from Auxilia, I was just calling him to get a quote on how much it would cost to make a website, buy the domains, put everything together. As soon as I told him what we were about, he just said, no, we'll make a website for free. I'll build the content. And, he started us a YouTube channel. Just folks who are volunteering their not only their personal time, but their business time too, because I'm blowing them up during the day. And they've been very very responsive, answering. You can ask Alli, 9-10 o'clock, we're texting each other about how do we get this, to these sponsors, or how do we get this to this business and couch it so that they can see the benefit. Because obviously we want to make sure that this is a community effort. We've been kind of re-saying this over and over again. I mean, it's about our village, and you're only as strong as your village. And, it's about surrounding each other right now. we've got all this social distancing, right? But if you really look at it, more people, like with this show, we're tuning in, we're communicating. I've had Facebook portal with my family this week, and most folks, that's how they're getting together. Even the family in New Orleans, a lot of us couldn't come together to grieve or to be at the funeral. Obviously, there wasn't a funeral. It was kind of like a 10-person viewing. But for those folks who couldn't be in attendance, or those folks who could not be there physically, they had like a family reunion on Zoom yesterday. And so, like I said, this is something we're all coming together, and I think that the feedback has been tremendous.
I love the fact, like I said it earlier, but I want to dive a little deeper. I think that people want to utilize their talents, and they're looking for ways to do it, but maybe they haven't found the right place to do it. So something like this, you were mentioning your web person. There's so many talented people out there who, I joke every show, they've watched everything on Netflix. So they want to do something positive for the community, but they don't exactly know how. And what you and Alli are doing, this initiative, is so important, because I think people can come in and go, well, I can do this, will this help? Or I can do this, will this help? And I want to encourage people, if you're not a restaurant, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't help. I want to encourage you to reach out to them. I want you to encourage and go, hey, this is what I can do. What do you think? Remember, it's also the people you know. So you may not be that person who has the talent that they need at that moment, but you can spread the word. You can help spread the word and get it out there. And I just think that the community effort part is just perfect. It's like everything got married really well all at once. So kudos to you guys.
Thank you.
All right. So tell them again how people can reach out, Alli, because I think it's important. I tagged the Facebook page, and I put the website on the part of the show where I announce everybody.
Well, briefly, I'm just going to say, if you would like to help, a quick help for us right now is sharing this video. A quick help for us right now is sharing our website, sharing our GoFundMe page, and that's all you need to do. That's for the quick. We need help. Let's reach out to our community. What one person can do versus 10 people, 20 people, I mean, as you can imagine. So we would love, our community support. And if anybody needs help, please let us know so that we can find them the help that they need. So for any donations, or if you want to nominate a business, a restaurant, or a food truck, you send an email to donate@feedtheer.org. And also, our website is feedtheer.org, where you'll find our GoFundMe page. You're going to find some videos. You're going to find information about our corporate sponsors, about the people that are actually, doing everything, for this to come to fruition. And also our platforms. You're going to get a link to our Facebook, or Twitter, our YouTube, and all that. So it's feedtheer.org, and we look forward to continuing helping the community.
So I'm going to repeat that one more time, but I have a question that I ask every guest since we've been doing this, all my guests, since we've been doing these Zoom live shows. And I'll start with James and then with Alli. What are you doing personally? What are you doing to stay positive and creative? What are you doing to not let your head go crazy places, trying to stay positive? Because we all have businesses and families and initiatives that we want to do. James, what are you doing to stay creative and positive?
So this is going to sound a little crazy, but one of
you're on the TED show. Everything's crazy here.
There's no crazy here. It's all acceptable.
So one of the things that is my passion, that most people who know me, is jujitsu. I'm always training Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and my wife hates it, but I took our dining room, took all of our stuff out and put mats in there, because I've got 2 little boys at home.
Oh, cool.
And so we train. And so it was our routine to take the boys every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4:30 to go train jiu-jitsu and do a little guys time, me and the little boys. But now we're just doing it at our house on the mats. Our professors set up some Zoom classes. Shout out to Elementum Jiu-Jitsu. But yeah, definitely we're doing a little fun stuff. And so My boy, he calls it the Simmons Dojo. So that's kind of a little way where we're trying to keep some of the continuity, but have a little fun.
I love that.
Your little 5-year-old.
How about you, Allie? What are you doing?
Well, I'm not doing something that fun like James is, but so what I've been trying to do first and foremost, I don't watch a lot of news during the day because that will completely make me a total wreck the rest of the day. So that's one of the things that I've tried to implement, and also I've tried to tell my friends and my family too, because there's just so much news out there that it can just bombard your mind, your health, just everything. So I just focus on work and just not even focus on that. One of the things I have been doing that has been helping me kind of level myself, is doing a lot of Zoom videos with my family. I can't see them, I can't hug them, I can't, be around them, but this is a way where, and I do it on a daily basis. And I was telling James earlier, we just had church service on Saturday, and which I led the church service, and I've never done that before. So I think that things like that just kind of make you realize, you know what, I've been missing this for a long time, and maybe I just needed this. Maybe I needed something just to kind of sit me down a little bit and focus on what's really important, which is family, community, and all that. Not that I didn't think of that before, but I think now it's a little bit more amplified. So that's what I've been doing.
Love that. I think we all have this reset button, and what we're doing with it, it's been amazing. Everybody has something a little bit different, and every time I get off the show, I'm like, wow, mental note, that's so cool. I think everybody has to find it out, but I think the number one thing everyone's saying is I get to spend this time with my family that I probably should have been doing more of, but now I have to, and now they're embracing it and loving it. Mm-hmm. And so thank you guys so much. All right, so I want you to follow James Simmons. I want you to follow Alli MacCarroll and Alli Mac Consulting. I want you to, though, the show is about Feed the ER, and I want you to go to feedtheer.org and go to Feed the ER Central Florida, which is a Facebook page. Get involved, a restaurant, a person, a donation. There are so many ways for you to help. But like Alli said, share this show with your entire sphere on all of your pages. Let's get the word out. And this is something we can all do as a community to do better and to help out those people who are on the front lines. So thank you both so much.
Thank you, Ted.
That's wonderful. Oh, my heart's full. I love it. Thank you so much for being on the show. Mwah. We'll see you guys soon.
Thank you. I'll see you again. Bye.
See you soon.